welcome or welcome back to my channel. Welcome to everyone who is new. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. So today it is my first video of 2025. I mean, I know I did post my what I got for Christmas video, but I did actually film that in 2024. So this is my first video that I'm filming in 2025, and yet again I've come on and I was like, I think I might do a get ready with me, just because I love doing these videos. It's been a while, and they always actually help me because it's a video within doing my makeup, because I always have to do my makeup anyway, and so I just thought I can film me doing it as a video for like a bonus video, because I kind of wanted to film some today, so it is for something. So there's that. So I'm very excited because I feel like it was 2022 that I did one of these where I did like a video and it was like, oh, it's the new year, like let's get ready together or whatever and just chat basically about what we're expecting, or not like resolutions or goals or any of that, because I don't really like any of that, but we'll just chat. So, you know, like I want it to just feel like, I don't know, say we're like besties and we're both getting ready together over FaceTime or something, you know, kind of like that. So I just wanted to do it. So let's get comfy and yeah, let's get ready together. Let's go. All right, so the first thing to do is to put my hair out of my face, and I have this little headband. So there we go. And then I also have one of these, just because I can't do it all. Sometimes I just think I should just bloody put my hair up, but I just want it just like a bit out of my face like that. So there you go. Look at my great ears. Anyways, so let's start, and I'm literally just doing my makeup kind of like the boring, quick way that I do it at the moment. Like, it's not like how I would do it years ago, where I would cut my eyebrows and things like that. You know, like do that kind of shit. No, I'm just gonna do my makeup and we're just gonna chat while we do makeup. So yeah, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put some of this on, the e.l.f. Halo Glow, or do I want to put primer on? Because like sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. That's the point. I have different. I have the wee Cherie, and then have I not brought it over? No, I haven't. So maybe not, or maybe we'll just put the wee Cherie on. Because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't bother with primer. I don't know why, but I also have one from Primark that I like to use as well. But I think for now I'm just gonna, don't kill me, I'm gonna skip it and I'm just gonna go with this, because yeah, I'm not really feeling primer today. I have this little mirror, which I thought would be easier than my like massive one that's like double-sided. So I'm gonna put some of this on to start with. But yes, 2025, can we believe it? I can't believe it. I'm like, where's that gone? Like, Christmas was like, we were all like, whoa, it's nearly Christmas, and then all of a sudden it's now like January, and where I live we've had some cold ass weather. Let me tell you, it's been snowing. Like, I look out my window today and it's white outside. Like, it snowed like days ago, and we've still got it, and that is rare for us because we never, like, it never stays. Like, we only have it for maybe like an hour and then it's already melted away, but it's still like fresh powder. And it's so, I love it, but obviously it's a bit for like walking in it and driving in it. But I love it. I really do. I do love snow. I know that some people hate snow, but obviously because it's freezing. But I'm warm-blooded, so really I don't really feel the cold that much. Like, obviously, if I'm out there all day, I'm gonna be freezing. But no, I love it. I am a winter baby though. January, it's my birthday month, so my birthday is at the end of this month, so I'm very excited about that. And yeah, I'm gonna be, guys, are you ready for this? I'm gonna be 24. Like, excuse me? Like, sorry, come again. Like, I started this channel and I was 18. What? Like, that just feels crazy. I mean, I've realised that I feel like 2020 was my year like of posting, because obviously we were all in lockdown, we were all a bit bored. I just posted YouTubes all the time of just random crap, you know, like that was when I was in my Shadowhunters era, and I would do Shadowhunters videos all the time, like all the time. So I did ones about Malik, I did ones about Clace and Sizzy, and I did ones about like even like uncanon ships. I even did a Klalik video because I love Klalik so much as well. Like I was obsessed. Whoa, it's gonna be bright. But like I was literally obsessed, and it's funny because I've just gone out of it now, and I've seen other people like go back and watch it again, and I'm like, don't, because I actually kind of want to, because it's like been so long, and I just can't get over it that, you know, like how long I've done my channel for now. Like, what? I'm gonna be 24, and I'm just like, is everyone else having a crisis? 2001 babies, comment and be like, whoa, because I'm just like, excuse me, like, come again, I'm 24. Like, no, I'm not. That's not what I was like. I remember turning 18 and thinking that was old, so like, help. Cool. So that's that. I almost now feel like the lighting's going to be really bad, so you're probably not going to be able to even see, but I don't even think you're asked about what it looks like. It's not a tutorial or anything, it's just chit chat, you know, and just doing makeup. So the next thing I do is I then put some foundation on, so obviously it's that, but I'm very low, and I've actually brought the lid now because I thought I've been pouring it out anyway. Excuse me. So I'm gonna like get the last bit off the pump like this, do a bit of that. So that's what I've been doing recently. I'm definitely going to be getting some for my birthday. I've asked my mum for it, but if she doesn't get it me, I'm still going to be buying some because I need it. Right, so I'm going to get rid of that, but I don't know where to put it because I feel like I'm going to get the foundation everywhere. We'll put it over there, and then I do need to put some on the back of my hand as well because there's still some in there. It's just getting low. And then I'm going to put it on with my brush, and then I go over it with my sponge. So I'll do that. So yes, I don't really know if I have goals this year because I feel like I don't really want to go into like deep chats because obviously that's a bit personal, but 2024 was not a good year for me. I feel like it went by too quick, and I just felt like I went into this state of like depression because I felt like I was being rushed. I felt like I didn't do anything. I didn't really go anywhere. I didn't like, but I'm quite an anxious person. I really struggle for it, and I'm very like in my comfort zone. I'm such an introvert and a homebody. Like I don't really like going out. I have too many phobias that just aren't very good for nights out, so I don't really do any of that. Obviously I do go and do things with my friends, and we always have fun and do that, but I just felt like I really struggled because I was just ended up being really sad because I just felt like I didn't do anything fun. I never had the motivation to do anything. Like I'm really gonna try and get back into doing videos this year because, and I feel like I say it every time, I even did this at the beginning of last year, like there's something about the new year that overwhelms me so much because I'm like, how is it like another year already? Like what? Like I'm getting older, another year, and it just like panics me. But then I also get excited because I think, well, a fresh start, you know, and I can try again, and I can like try and be better, which I know never actually happens because like who actually sticks to that? Nobody. But I really want to, like, I want to try and, like, these are not goals. These are not things I'm, like, saying that I'm going to be doing. But I just want to try. I want to try and be more motivated. I want to try and, like, do better things to better myself. Like, I keep saying that to myself. Because, obviously, I just fell into this trap of, like, ugh, you know, like, I feel like we all get like that, don't we? So, I want to definitely do that this year. Because I just want to have a good year. I'm sick and tired of just being like, you know, and like not really doing anything, and I hate that. It's just the fact that a lot of it relies on stepping out of my comfort zone because a lot of things scare me and a lot of things make me anxious. Oh, my wipes have gone. And so I'm like, I don't want to do it because of it's all what ifs. And so if you're like me, please please comment, because I need to know I'm not on my own. Because another thing about me is that I am still single, but meaning that I have never ever had a boyfriend before, ever, and I'm going to be 24. And that's something that really bothers me inside. And I know it shouldn't, but it really does bother me because, I don't know, I almost feel ashamed by it. And I know I shouldn't, but we move on because I don't want to feel like that anymore. I just want to live my life and it doesn't really matter. And that's just going to be it. That's like, when it happens, and it's like a bonus, and I finally get it and I finally have that, because I am such a hopeless romantic. I'm just too scared to go looking for it. And yeah, I don't really know what to do anymore about that. I think that's another thing about out of my comfort zone that I'm gonna have to try, but I'm really scared, so I need help. Anyways, we'll move on from things like that. But I had to sort of touch on it just because it is a bit like that. I'm going to be doing my concealer now, and this is a fresh one. I went to Superdrug yesterday because I was like, I need some bits, and I didn't really want to have to buy it on my birthday, so I decided to go before my birthday and get some like new ones. So I've got a nice new one. We're going to just apply it to all my spots because yeah. So other things are video ideas I have, because I have got into reading. Obviously I did that book haul, and I did do a bookish video in the middle of the year last year, but I've become a bit addicted to like book talk and book content, though, like people doing book content, and I want to try and do that, but I am not, before anyone says anything, I am not a fast reader at all. Like, I see people doing these like 24-hour challenges and they're reading like 4 books, and I'm like, I can barely read one book in about a couple weeks. The only thing I will say though is I really did get back into reading last year, which I really liked. Like, that was one of those things that I'm actually happy about, because I've always wanted to. Like 2022, 2023, I said the same things and I just didn't. I probably read one book and then I just stopped again. But I've actually really got into it like last year, but it may be because all I heard was like people raving about certain books, and so I was like, I need to, where I just poked myself in the eye, but I was like, I need to read them then, because they won't shut up about it, and so I was just like, alright, then I need to do it, and so it forced me to read these books, and I set 12, because obviously for me, I don't really read, and I am a slow reader, so I was like, we'll just say 1 a month, and I ended up reading 13 in the end, so I was very happy about that. I'm wondering whether to do, like, I finished all of the books I read. It's just hard, because at the end of the year, I felt like I could have read more, because I started more, like, I started so many books, I just then never read them. I don't know what was up with me. I felt like I went into a bit of a slump, and I don't know if it's that feeling of like, I'm obsessed, right, with the seasons, like autumn, winter, but then the seasonal things, I feel like it just goes by too fast. You know, like activities as well, like I really wanted to go pumpkin picking in October or whenever, you know, autumn, and then I got ill and then we didn't go, and then that was it. I never got to go, and that really made me sad. And I know it's like why, but it did, because I really wanted to do it, because it's like a seasonal thing. So yeah, things like that bothered me, and that also meant I had pressure on books that I was reading, and so I kept picking up these seasonal books and then being like, oh my god, I need to hurry up and read it, but then I wasn't feeling it, and I just had all this pressure. So I would have read more, but I didn't, but it's fine. I'm still happy with myself that I read 13, because that's a lot for me. Like, I've decided this year I'm going to maybe double it, which is ambitious. So I'm going to hope that I've done it, and I've even like done my bookshelves and things that I've done, and things like that. Like, this is why I'm doing this, where I can like mention things and talk about it, and then hopefully you can like engage with me and be like, yeah, actually I'd like to see that, because obviously I don't really have a good bookshelf right now. I'm going to be doing that in the year at some point, where I'm going to get some more shelves, but I had to buy another thin bookshelf, and I did it all, organised it, and then I was like, I don't like it, at like 8 o'clock at night, I decided to change it all again. And I've ended up putting all of my actual physical TBR on this one shelf, because I was like, I've still got books from like 2022 that I've still not read, and this year I'm definitely going to prioritize those books, because I'm like, I need to read them by now, you know, like, what am I playing at? So I ended up moving them to that so that I can see them more, and I'm going to be going through them each time I want to, like, not every month, because obviously I can't read that many each month, but now I have a pile of my priority, and so when I next pick up a book, it's going to be one out of that pile, because I'm like, how have I still not read that yet? Like, I'm like, it kind of bothers me. So that's another thing, because I do love the, like, reading at the moment, and so I definitely want to be doing I think that's what I'm getting at, is the fact that I want to be doing some more book related content and reading and stuff. So if that's what you like, then great, because I feel like I'm such a mixture of everything. Like, my channel has just always been a mixture of everything that I like, because it's always been makeup and hauls, of course, because I shop all the time, and I'm going to be doing my bronzer now with this, but yeah, things like that. And then obviously I've got into scrapbooking, so I was starting to do like scrapbooking hauls and even scrapbooking like vlogs and stuff, because even vlogs was fun. I did quite a few of them actually this year, or last year. So there's that, but I want to try and do it a bit more. I want to try and motivate myself to actually like do it more, because I do love it when I actually do it. I think I'm just lazy and I can't motivate myself to just do it. I end up being like, nah, I can't be arsed. And I hate that feeling. I don't know if it's just me, but please tell me if you're the same, because yeah, oh my god. But yeah, so another thing was that at the start of last year, I also was proper into, I bought myself a mic, and I was like, I'm going to be doing a Sims channel and all this jazz, but of course that went bust, because obviously I tried to do it and I was all excited, like I did all the work for it. I did like an intro, I did I literally made the channel, and I even like did I made myself as a sim to do like as my profile picture for it and everything. Like, I was so excited. Did my first video, and then I had a problem with my music website, because I have to like pay monthly for this like royalty free music that I use, and then I was like, why is it not working? And it was all because I never knew this, but it was linked to a channel, and you have to like choose a certain plan to be able to use like 2 channels. And I was like, since when? Like, I always thought that it was just like you downloaded music and that was that, like you just used it for how you wanted it. But no, it actually like knows where you're using it with your account and whether you have like multiple channels, which I then did, and I was like, I am not paying how much it is to be able to do 2 channels. Like, it was extortionate, I'm not even kidding. So I was like, no way. So I ended up having to get rid of all that, and it kind of then like made me sad, because I was so up for it and I wanted to do more Sims, because I love Sims and I've always wanted to do like LPs and stuff. And obviously now that I can like film it as well, I just yet again haven't, because I think of ideas, but then it takes me ages till I set it up, and I get bored, and then I just scrap it and I then don't do it. But because yet again I feel like the times go by too quick. I had a plan to do like a summary one in summer, and it was going to be so much fun. Like, I had all this idea, and then I just got like overloaded because there was just so much work to do for it, and then I just never did it because then summer was over. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to maybe like start it already and start like doing more to it that I need to do, so then hopefully maybe by this summer I could then do it. And then another thing that I've been wanting to do, but I don't know if anyone's going to enjoy because it's so old, but I am obsessed with the 100 Baby Challenge, okay? Don't judge me, but I am. And I've been playing it on The Sims 3, but then I was like, I kind of want to bring it back to The Sims 4. But the way I've interpreted it is I was doing like a wheel spinner because I know that that was another thing that people did, because I definitely know Jen, X Urban Sims, did that, and hers was so much fun, but that was like years ago. Like, when was that? Like 2018, 2019 or something, maybe? So I just feel like it's so old school playing that, but I do love doing it, and I feel like also I'm so unhinged when I do things like that, because I feel like that is like it's like unserious, you know, like, because when I do my gameplay, it's very like storytelling based and very realistic, and I don't really play what the game has to offer. Like, I feel like I just want to play how I play it, which sometimes can be like, I just lose the fun. And so I really want to get back into maybe just playing the game as it is and like doing things. Because another thing that I realised was that there is so many woohoo spots in The Sims. Now, I know that sounds really weird, but there is. Like, I've ended up making a list because there is so many places that you can woohoo in The Sims. And I was like, how funny would that be if we could do a challenge where I like had this like loved up couple that were couldn't get their hands off each other, and they just went around everywhere where they could woohoo and just woohooed, and like we check it off a list. That would be so funny. I actually can't. Or I incorporate it to the 100 baby challenge, and I have to like check off a list of like, she has to woohoo to get pregnant in all these spaces or places that you can woohoo. I don't know, I'm being strange, but like, I just kind of want to do it, so maybe I will, because most of the time I just end up doing my own whatever I want to do anyway, and if you watch it, you watch it, so we'll see. But I can guarantee you it will be hilarious, because like, I am very unhinged when I do things like that. And especially when it's like, because obviously the 100 baby has been around for ages, and technically it's like such a bad challenge because the amount of times she has to like get pregnant is just ugh. And it's like, honestly, it's so funny. So maybe, but I can always say it, okay? It's such a problem with me where I say it because I'm desperate, I want to do it, but I just never do, and I hate that feeling of wanting to do something but then you just don't end up doing it because you end up like losing interest, or you just get like fed up and you're like and it's just, I really want to do it, but I just, because I don't even know about like what kind of LP to do, unless I was to find like a legacy challenge, because then I might be able to explore like things in the game that I've like not done really, because obviously there's like careers that I don't really play because I'm like, that's not realistic, or you know, like an astronaut, I mean people are, but you know what I mean, like just easy, like where they could just be one like that, you know. It's, you know, so that's another thing that I want to get into, is to try and do Sims again a little bit, but obviously on this channel, because obviously I couldn't do a Sims channel. Right, I'm just going to do my eyebrows with my with my number 7 one that I use all the time, and I actually did do my eyebrows. I did cut them, yeah, trim them, because I hadn't done them in ages, so this might be easy to do actually, because I've already done the shape for them, so I'll do that really quickly. Cool, so I did my eyebrows just because I just can't talk while I'm doing them, so I just thought I'd do them to get them done, so they're done. And we're going to move on to some powder, which is these. I like these. This is my favourite, and obviously my Trigwell Puff. Oh, I have 2. So we're going to do that. So I'm just trying to think of like what else to talk about, because I feel like a lot of the times it's always things I want to do on my channel. But you know, we could talk about other things. I just think there's not really much in terms of like what's to come apart from channel content. So I have some ideas that I'm going to do, I think. Obviously, the big one is, because I get all a bit like shit, but I still haven't done a Heartstopper Season 3 video, because obviously that came out in October, and normally I do a video like on it, and I talk about it, you know, and like how much I loved it and things like that. So yeah, normally I do that. I just haven't, because I don't know why. I feel like since we've got Season 2 and 3, right, I was addicted to Season 1. Like, it came out and then I watched it and then I was obsessed. Like, literally that was my entire life for months and months and months, and maybe literally up until we got Season 2. And then we got Season 2, and I watched it, but then for some reason I then just stopped, and then I just haven't watched it. Like, I would talk about it all the time. I would talk about the whole, oh, and then when I, you know, once I've seen it, I can go back to season 1 and watch it all and all that shit. Yeah, I don't know why I just then didn't, because I feel like I've still not seen, like, season 1 again in so long, like, since, you know, we got season 2, and now we've got season 3. Don't get me wrong, love the show so much, and I loved season 3 as well. I think it was just very sad, and it was. The topics, we knew it was coming, but the topics were sad, and I was in a bit of my, like, sad time during that, watching that, so I was watching it and crying and knowing that I would, but then I don't know, I just feel like I didn't relate. But with the therapy and those kind of things, I mean, he had such a harder, like, you know, what's the word, but, like, his condition was so much worse. But I don't know, I feel like people could have resonated with it, with how, like, the mental health side, and I just said, I just got sad, but it was so good. And so I think what I do though is, because yet again, I watched it and I was obsessed when it first came out, but then yet again I haven't watched it, and I don't know why. Like, this is what I mean, I'm obsessed with it and I love them, and usually I'm watching it constantly, but I just haven't watched it since it first came out. Like, obviously the first, like, 2 weeks of it was my life. Like, yet again, I booked the day off work so I could watch it all, and then that was it for, like, days after. But then I don't know, I just feel like I yet again just then stopped watching it. But I don't know if it was because it was sad, or if I just got out of it and watched something else. Oh god, now it's flickering, don't do that. So I didn't think it was going to, so, like, sorry about that. So I don't know, but I've been wanting to do a video. It's just that, like I say, I'm gonna have to, like, rewatch it again to make notes and stuff. But the only other thing is that the way I was doing it was that I was talking about every episode, and when I do that, it goes into, like, so much depth that it literally is like 2 hours for just, like, the first 4 episodes, and there's 8 episodes, so then it's, like, 4 hours long, and I have to do 2 parts that are both 2 hours long, and I'm just a bit like, crikey. So I don't know how to do it, because I did consider maybe doing, like, maybe just doing one like this where I just do my makeup and chat, but I find that I just can't do that. Like, I'm just such a waffler that I feel like I end up getting distracted by my makeup and I just want to talk, you know, so I feel like I'm supposed to be doing both, like, mainly just doing my makeup, but I end up getting distracted, so I'm like, great. Great. I feel like I've done my powder, and I've just realised that I was meant to put some other concealer on. This one, I'm telling you, I get distracted, and I'm supposed to be focusing on this, but I also have this, because I was going to do my eyes next, and I do put a bit of this on. I suppose I still can, but I also put a bit underneath, but I've just gone in straight with my powder because I forgot, so well, we'll still do it. But this is the Revolution Conceal and Define, and I'm just going to put a bit on my eyelids to do before I do thingy, eyeshadow, that's the one. So I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna blend it in with my sponge just a little bit, try not ruin my eyebrows. So yeah, that's probably one video that will be coming up, but I'm gonna have to decide whether to do, like, a just shortened version, because I don't really know. I was doing it where I was literally doing notes of every episode and then splitting them up and then timestamping it, so obviously you could watch it, but you could just choose which episode you wanted to hear me ramble about, because I feel like they're nothing special. I just liked to talk about Heartstopper because I love it, and obviously season 3 had the scene that I was obsessed with from the book, and I needed, and I was so excited. And so the first episode was amazing because it was that, and it was happy, and it always is at the first episode, so it was good. But then it was like, and I just cried the entire time. So I probably will do a video, but I'm gonna decide. I might just do like little notes, and I don't think I'll do like everything, but I just feel like I get sad because I want to talk about things, because I want to mention it, because I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that, and these kind of things. But I might just, I don't know, I'll work it out, I'll think about it, but it will come. I just always feel terrible that I've like not even done it yet, and it's like the new year and it came out in like October. I felt like I should have done it already, but it's okay, I still will. So there's that, and then like I said, I want to do some book videos. I want to do some things that I've seen, so I'm going to be doing that, and then what else do I want to do? Obviously more makeup videos. I used to do a lot of like challenges and like versus, like one side this, one side that, and I've had one of them in my list of videos to do for so long, and I'm still like, do I do it now? Because I feel like I've had that for ages, and I don't even think anyone's going to be like bother about that anymore. But it was a matte versus shimmer, because I just thought that would be fun to try, because I'm obsessed with like shimmer and glitter and sparkle and things like that, and so I just thought I could try and see how I would like it. So that's still in the works possibly, but I don't know, because I might not end up doing that, because I've literally been wanting to do it for ages. I just haven't got around to it, but we'll see. And then I do actually want to do a Taylor Swift video as well, which I feel like will also be really long, because I was going to go through each of her album and like rank it, a little bit like my Little Mix video that I did, if you've seen that, because of course I love Little Mix as well. And then obviously I love Miraculous as well. I've kind of been out of that, because yet again we have this like break now, because we've had nothing really. I mean, we got that London special, which that was emotional. I was like, excuse me. But then I do want to talk about more, because I think I started an Adrianette video of season 5, and yet again that went on forever, and I still hadn't finished, and I was going to do another video. That's the problem with me, is that I want to talk about everything, but I can just literally talk till the cows come home, and then it's literally like a 4-hour video, and I'm like, Christ, no one's going to watch that. You know, and it's like, ugh, and I hate it. But I did start doing that, and then I was like, great, and then I never did a part 2. So I might do, I don't know. But then I also want to do just a part 2 of like Adrianette scenes in general, because I already did a top 10, but I still have so many other scenes of them that I love, just from like earlier scenes or series or seasons, whatever the word is. So I want to do that as well. So I have other Miraculous videos. Obviously, there is something up in the air, which is that season 6 is upon us. I'm scared. I actually am, because I obviously love the show. I don't care that I'm 24, like, don't judge me. But I'm scared because of the animation. It looks... And I'm gonna cry, because I feel like I can't do it, but I still will, because it's still their voices and stuff. It's just, I don't know, I don't want it, I really don't. And also, the stuff I've seen, like the leaks and stuff, or like and I'm like, what? Have we gone back to the beginning? Because we ended where they were together, and I was living my best life about it, and then now I'm like, what? So I'm just going to be like, don't do that to me, because I've waited all this time, and now you're going to go back and be all weird. And I'm like, no. So, no, I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to do some shimmer to this eyeshadow, and I'm going to be using this, like, little quad palette. I'm obsessed with this. I've literally hit pan on so much of it, and I got it in a glossy box. Like, I'm so obsessed with it. It's lovely. So, yeah. Come a bit closer so you can see it. So yeah, there's that with season 6, which is like, whoa, season 6, like shit. I'm not ready for it, but I obviously will watch it, because who do you think I am? Like, I love Miraculous, and I know we're all a bit like, because we're not sure about it, but I feel like we still will, and we'll get into it, you know, we'll probably end up getting used to it. I'm just gonna miss it. The old animation was amazing, and I do miss how it used to be, you know. I said that once we got into season 4, like season 4 changed, and I didn't like it, because the way it was in season 1 to 3 was elite. In my opinion, I still think those the first 3 seasons are the best seasons. But then I also loved season 5 because of Adrianette. But that's the only reason. I feel like I'm like, if we didn't get Adrianette in season 5, I probably wouldn't care about it. Pretty. And then we're going to do some underneath as well. And I use a brush for this. I use one of them, I think it's a Spectrum brush. Yeah, I love this brush. Just to do a bit under it. Because I love some underneath because it makes the look. There's that girl on TikTok that's like, you don't look with an eyeshadow under your eye, you're just not used to it. If you know her, I love you. Because she's everything. And I'm like, well, I've never felt weird with it. I love wearing it. I'm even going to put some of this as well on the other side. Yeah. Alright, now I'm going to do my mascara. And again, I have a fresh one. And this is literally my favourite now. My favourite drugstore, if you will. Obviously, I still love my other like high-end ones. But I feel like now I just go for this because it's like the best one in my opinion. Ever since I started using it, I love it. Okay. I'm trying to think of like things that are coming out this year, because obviously it's weird because I can talk about season 3 of Heartstopper, but then we still don't know about a season 4. Like, we don't. And I'm always a bit like, oh, but I'm a bit like, no, I have faith. Like, I'm like, yeah, we will get one, but we still don't know yet. And I'm just a bit like, but I feel like it's because the boys have been busy. Because obviously Kit's been doing the Romeo and Juliet thing. And then I think Joe was busy because he was doing like Agatha stuff. So then they never like did anything. But I feel like it's inevitable. Like, I hope so. Because I'm going to be sad if like we don't get it. Because we should. Because it'll be a perfect finish, because she, Alice admitted that a season 4 would end everything because it would be the last books. Although I always forget, but it will contain content from season 6, or not season 6, book 6, which she's writing still. And I was like, oh, I always forget about that, to be honest, because we had book 5 in season 3, and that literally came out. Like, I laugh about that because I got that book last Christmas. I got that book last Christmas, and then we watched it in season 3, and I was like, wow, because I've only just really seen that content, so it was funny, really. So we will be getting at the book 6, so I'm a bit like, oh, we'll probably have to like wait for that to come out and like read that first, because they always do it like that. But I still don't care. I'll be excited if they do it. So there is that I'm very excited for. And then, you know what I want to talk about, which some people might be, but like, seriously, because yeah, there was so much like controversy about this, but the whole A Good Girl's Guide to Murder thing, okay? So I always knew that was good. I have a friend at work who loved that book, and she always told me to read it, and I was just like, yeah, whatever. And then obviously, because I got into like book content, I saw that everyone would go on about it, so I was like, shit, maybe I should read it then. And so I obviously then decided to buy it, but I think because it then got announced that it was a series, and I was like, Christ, now I actually want to read it because it looks great and I will probably watch it. So I bought the book, started the book, got a bit creeped out, so then stopped reading it, and then the show came out, so then I started watching it, and I liked it. And I know people didn't like it. They were like, oh, it was shit, like her accent was shit, and it wasn't like the book, which everyone says. I'm like, are you ever happy about something? Because I feel like no one ever is happy about anything that's like was a book now is a movie or whatever. I liked it. So I then got back into the book, and I did piss about with it again because I picked it up again and then put it down again. But then when I finally picked it back up, when I tell you, I was hooked, and then I could not put it down. And by that I mean the entire series. Like, those 3 books are the fastest I have ever read books in my life. So I then read the rest of the series in like a week, and I was just like, what is going on with me? Like, what is this? Like, it consumed me. I'm not kidding, because Pip and Ravi are everything. And then I finished it and I was like, wow, like, that was amazing, all this jazz. Watched more of the series again, like rewatched it, and then I see a post from Holly Jackson herself announcing a season 2. The way I screamed, I can't even tell you. Like, I'm probably the only person that's excited about this, because I know that people didn't really like the show, because people are idiots, because I liked it and I don't care. So I screamed. I was so excited because I couldn't get over how I'd literally just like finished the series and was obsessed, and then she's announced there's a season 2, and I don't know when it's coming out. Obviously this year at some point, but oh my god, the way I'm so excited for that, because obviously now I've read the books, I'm gonna know what's coming, and I'm not gonna go, literally all I care about is Pip and Ravi. Like, I just want to see it for them. Like, that's the only reason. And if you've seen the series, you'll know, because at the end they did that to us, and then I was like, because obviously they were so cute, but then at the end I was like, so I was just like, now I need more. And so that's probably another reason why I had to read the books, because I needed more. And so now we're getting it on the series, and I'm like, I'm so excited, like, so excited. So yeah, we're going to be getting that. Christ, I've like got this everywhere, which is always the way. Like, I always bloody get mascara all over myself. I can't help it. But there we go. And now my nose is running. No. Okay, I'm nearly there. So the last few bits are, I'm going to be doing some of my highlights with the my Made by Mitchell blush. Love this stuff. This is the, what is this called? Champagne spray? Yep, I'm right. So I'm going to put a bit of that on. So yeah, I loved that. And when I went back through my like notes that I did when I like read a book, I realised that was the last technically like book / series that I finished. And I think that's why I went in such a funk, because the hangover that the last book gave me, I can't even tell you. Like, I was literally shaking and like my heart was pounding the whole time reading the last book. And then I was just like, and so I just felt like I couldn't read anything else. Like, I couldn't read a book that wasn't that and wasn't them, because I was so immersed in that world and I was obsessed with them. And I know it's just like a small town, like YA thriller, like murder mystery crime thing, but I loved it. But I see now why the hype was so like that. They're definitely one of my favourite books that I've read like last year, because I don't even know why it took me so long to do it, because I loved it. It was so good. Woo! Look at that. So that's that. And then we do some lipstick. Now, I was going to just do my usual, but I actually kind of wanted to try this. This is something I got off my friend Charlotte for Christmas, and it's beautiful. And I've not even tried it yet. It's by Dolce & Gabbana, and I was like, excuse me? And look at that. Like, that is the prettiest lipstick I've ever seen. So we're going to give it a go. I have a feeling it's kind of pinky, but I just want to see what it looks like. So we're going to give it a go and try it. It also looks dark, but it's fine because I want to test it. Ooh, like it. Steady on, that looks really good and it feels amazing, but I'm like, obviously it will because it's a nice one. But like, I don't really think you can see it properly because I feel like the lighting on this camera and stuff is always terrible. But I like it. But like I say, it's very pinky. I was going to do more of like an actual nude. You know, my like favourite one that I always use. But no, it's nice. I like that. So there we go. I just have to do some of this. Beautiful. Whoa. I did have a fan to do the drying, but it broke and I was sad. So I'll just have to, you know, and then let it dry on its own. So there we go. Makeup is done. Thank you for chilling with me and doing it with me and just hearing me chat about shit. It probably wasn't very exciting, but you know, I just thought I'd gab away about things that have been exciting me and things I'm planning to do on here for the year, because I always want to. Obviously, like, if you want to, you can always suggest things because I will do it. So yes, thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are new, and yeah, I'll see you in my very next video. Bye.